Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be unboxing and installing and testing out this hefty my A810S HDR 4K dash camera. So this does has the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, but I do have a few more accessories. Not only the dash camera, I actually have the hardware kit that actually comes with enough 4G SIM card that you can just insert it in by AT&T, and you will get coverage for that. You can just open up the camera every time you want, as well as a CPL filter. So let's have this unboxed. So this does have the protective film on the top. Just peel this off, and now this should just come off just slowly, like this, how you open an iPhone box. So we do have this really nice presentation as we unbox it. And here, this actually comes with a 128GB SD card, which is really nice. So we have this, some instructions here, as well as extra adhesive pads, which is great if you just want to take it out, install it up in a different vehicle. And then as well as the static pads. So what this does is the adhesive will stick onto that, so if you do need to take it out, it wouldn't leave residue on your windshield. So right over here, we open this up. We do have an installation plastic tool to pry open, adhesive pad and mount, and we do have a lighter port with the USB-A to USB-A ports. And over here, we actually have the power cable, so it goes from USB-C to USB-A. And we do have the rear camera cable. So you really don't have to install the rear camera. It's optional, it's all up to you, but this is the main body camera over here. And so this is our 4K Sony Starvis 2 sensor camera, HDR, dual HDR. So I'm gonna set this aside for now. And then this is the rear facing camera. So this is actually 1080p rear facing camera. So the other thing I really would like to know, this is probably one of the most feature packed dash camera for the price we're paying. So right now this is at $129. It's a sale going on Amazon. So for $129 we get a 4K Sony Starvis 2 sensor camera. But not only this actually has lane keep assist monitoring, front collision warning. And not only just front collision warning, you do have pedestrian alerts and all that stuff, which is really great. So, I mean, I've reviewed a lot of cameras, but most of the time they do have a Sony Starvis 2 sensor, and they're a good quality 4K camera. You're looking at around $250, $300, but this is a really good price point. So I will 100% recommend this. This is like a really good bang for a buck. So this is over here is our hardware kit. So it comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable. And so this in fact is actually the hardware kit right over here. So let me, okay, so this is our hardware, is our part of the hardware kit. So how this works is actually really good. Let me just remove this real quick. Okay, so the way this works is we have a SIM card tray slot right over here. You just put a SIM card in, and you remove that adhesive. You stick where you want to, under the dash somewhere. And then this is the part that you're gonna actually hook this up to cables or in the fuse box. And it also comes with the instruction manual. And then from here we have a C cable, USB-C output. It's gonna go right from here directly into your camera itself. So even when the vehicle is turned off, your camera still gets power, it still records, and you can literally access the live position of your vehicle, what's happening all around your vehicle from your phone, thanks to this 4G hardware kit. And the way to mount this is also really good. So the way this mounts is we do have two cables. We have ACCA, the hello cable, and we have VCC. So you're gonna find, I would just recommend in a fuse box or just cables around a fuse box that go out. Of course, the black is just a ground cable. The red is gonna be the cable which the vehicle always receives power no matter if the vehicle is turned off or on. Then the yellow cable is gonna go what they call ACC. So when the vehicle is turned on, it's gonna only receive power. So you don't only plug this into thing which only receives power when the vehicle is turned off. So this right over here is our CPL filter. So if you don't know what this is actually really good. So this will actually just avoid the glare that we usually get with dash cameras. It just usually happens when you're driving. The glare hits the windshield, bounces back. It's gonna go right on the top of your camera like this. You remove this protective film out here. It's just basically just like you yourself wearing polarized sunglasses. It's just the same effect. You wouldn't get this glare that you usually get with other dash cameras. So of course, these are separate. The hardware kit and the CPL filter is separate, but the camera itself for $129 is a really good deal. So now let's move on with the installation. Okay guys, so we're gonna install this in this Chrysler 200. And then it just all depends where you want to install it, but I really do like the way this is designed. So the design actually makes it perfect to have it mounted right behind your visor over here. So when the visor opens, it like really doesn't interfere with the camera since it's already at an angle. So first thing we're going to do is clean the windshield, then we're going to actually apply this. So this will go over here on the top, and then over this will be the camera. So here we have the hydrostatic pad, and we're gonna install this just like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it's a little slanted, it's fine as long as your camera is 100% straight. So now, the other thing I really would like to showcase is, so position this in a way that once you open it, you do actually have enough room to actually do this. So it's like this, and position it like this. So if we just close this all the way in and you position it, once you try to take it off, the top part will actually hit the thing. So I will recommend keep it a little like this so you still have enough room to pull it out and be on your way. मैं अगला टंग तो सही काट लो मैं तो ओरे लोना राम दे तो तला कोई नहीं पता ता ला ले
मैं तो ही कहना भी काम होना करना पहले कोस्ता पर चला रही वो पूरा दा मीटर लग गया स्क्रीन दा भी काम पूरा हो जू खत्म
बस वो था
एरियल दा.
Okay guys, so I already have the rear camera mounted over here, and the reason I did it over here instead of the top was because our defroster lines are actually not in that area, so we should be able to get a cleaner footage through here. And I just tucked in the cable all the way across through here, and as you can see, I'm still doing it like this, and you just use the included tool over here to just tuck it in and then just run it right along the trim and then the sealant. Alright guys, so I have basically everything installed up. Unfortunately, in this Chrysler 200, we really didn't have any good fuse box locations inside of the dash. There was just a few fuses itself on top of the BCM itself, so and those are critical fuses, so you should never add accessories to critical fuses in your vehicle. The only other option was to bring a wire from the outside, which at this point I really didn't want to. So for this, I just went with the regular cable that we just plug in to our cigarette lighter over here that came with the kit. So I have this plugged in and I have it wired up, and right now it works pretty well. And I also have the rear camera wire going in right through under here, all across here. So you really can't even tell you have a rear camera until you look at it. So that's really good. And there's one more way if you really don't want this to see and you're like in a situation like how I am, you like really don't have any good positions, you can use the OBD method. So that way you can come down inside of your, under the dash of your vehicle. This is your OBD connector that you like usually connect to OBD codes in your vehicle or issues like that, but you can actually hook up on a power adapter here and have the cable run through, so that way it will still send the power to the camera. If you don't know what I mean, I will leave the link down below to one of my Red Tiger camera installation videos where I actually used the OBD to supply the power. So here's our camera all hooked up, and we're gonna also download the 17 Mic app, so you do have all of the controls and the settings. And once again, this is not touchscreen, so you do have to use these over here. If I press over here, it pulls up the settings. So here I can adjust through everything. Also the video resolution, if I press over here, This is in 4K HDR currently. We basically have everything, and the other good thing I like is, let's say you parked your rear camera upside down, you can actually have it flipped over here too. So this is our parking security. Currently it's in 24-hour mode, so it will still keep on recording even when the vehicle is turned off. And there's a lot of, like, as I said before, this thing is like feature packed for the price point. We even have in the parking mode, we even have with activity detection. So instead of in a regular one, it will always keep on recording when even when you get anything in front of it, it will automatically start recording instead of just going to the loop recording and picking up your vehicle's battery. So here we have emergency video and we have ADAS. So this was what I was talking about before. So ADAS is basically lane keep assist, front collision warning, and all that. We're gonna turn this on, and however, you do have to adjust. Everything. So you do have to adjust that where it's in the center, and we do have to run a whole calibration test on it.
Start calibrating ADAS.
Here's sound settings, and this is your system settings, video settings, and all that. So overall, it works really well. And if I just press over here, it will bring up all of your footage that we just recorded with the camera. And then this is the app for the dash camera itself. I just got this downloaded right now. It's called the 70 Mi. So once you have this downloaded, create an account, and you just hook it up to your dash camera. So first we're gonna allow everything. So there you go, it automatically detects our camera. We're just gonna press add vehicle, and over here you're gonna press confirm connection, and there you go, the device has been added successfully. Now we're gonna connect this to hotspot, just so you can actually access everything, access the settings. But once again, if we did have that 4G adapter, it would have been really well, because then every time I get in, or even when the vehicle is turned off, I would have had power. But unfortunately, I just wasn't able to have really mounted in this current vehicle. But here you go. Here's our app over here. And it's really simple. If I press here, it will take me to the rear camera. The rear camera needs to be adjusted a little bit. If I press over here, it's gonna take a picture. If I press on the L bump, it takes on all the video that has been saved. If I come here to the settings right over here, and then here's all of the settings that we have. So super easy. I don't have to go through the camera itself. Our collision detection is on. This is probably one of the best feature-packed 4K dash cameras, not only just because of the footage we're getting, but also the price point, and then all of the features this camera comes with. The footage quality is really good 4K quality, especially in the daytime. I'm gonna be honest, once again, this is like an 100% honest review. The footage at night is not as good as we do get with other Sony Starvis 2 sensor cameras that I have reviewed in the past. But still, but for this price point, there's nothing we can complain about. The footage is really good. And then overall, I really do like the thing that this is actually LTE compatible. All we have to do is just plug it in the hardware kit, and then you will have an LTE system that I can just access it from the app on my phone anytime. And then I do get all of the notifications if there is a movement that detected right next to the camera, right in front of my vehicle. I will get that. And then for example, I already reviewed the Red Tiger F17 Elite before, and then that is around $400 camera, and then even that doesn't have LTE compatibility, while this camera over here does. And then of course the ADAS works really well, front collision avoidance, lane keep assist. And then of course this is ready to go out of the box. We do get the SD card, but I highly recommend, if you are gonna buy this camera, also buy the hardware kit as well. And then the link will be in my bio, and then also right under the description, and then also in the comment section. And then if you guys did enjoy this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.